movement. The volatility in the yen is impacting their business. Gurmeet Singh, who's the ED of Hitachi Home, joins in for a quick perspective. Gurmeet, good to have you on the show. Do you think the yen is rising, the yen actually rising to an 18-month high against the USD is a big headwind for earnings?
Thanks, Tanveer. The yen, actually, Hitachi Home and Life Solutions India Limited, we are importing a lot of stuff from outside the world, but outside the country of India. But our imports from Japan are not very high, so I don't think so it is going to impact us in a very positive manner. And whatever, it's a very small part of our import that comes from there. So it's very interesting that we are a Japanese company and we are not getting very big benefit out of that. It may not be too much beneficial to us.
Okay, fair enough. Let's talk about this new joint venture that you've set up and what are the plans with this JV?
Yeah. So this joint venture between Johnson Controls and Hitachi was formed on the 1st of October 2015. It's almost been about, I would say, about 6 months of this joint venture. 7 months have passed. We have found a very big input coming in terms of technology, processes, which is something that is new thing for the joint venture. We are vis-a-vis what we were expecting what we were doing with Hitachi. Now the benefits are and which have come also are in terms of channels where we are servicing the products, the technologies that are coming across in products like chillers. Also we are getting great inputs on the service business that we have or the service processes that we have. I think all in all it is turning out to be a very enriching and very important and very I would say rewarding experience for the organization today, HHLI, Hitachi Home and Life.
But could you give us more details about this JV? How much money are you infusing? What would be the shareholding pattern? How much stake do you keep in the JV? And also, the kind of revenue potential you see from this joint venture.
So Tanveer, this joint venture is a global joint venture. This is a 60-40 between Johnson Controls and Hitachi, 60% being Johnson Controls, 40 being Hitachi. So that is something which is applicable to India also. In India, we are a listed company on the stock exchange, and about 75% odd is the holding of the joint venture company. So by that logic, same thing is going to be here also. The company is going to have a 60-40 ratio of joint venture, which is 60% again, as I say, is with Johnson Controls, 40% with Hitachi. Now, as far as the revenue targets or the things that we look at it, when we just announced today that we are looking at almost becoming a number 1 or a number 2 player in the next years to come in the air conditioning industry of India. Now, that's something which will not happen. My hunch is it will not happen if we don't double up our sales of today. We are roughly at about 1700 odd crores last year. So going by that logic, we should be looking at doubling our turnover in next 4 to 5 years. This is what the aim of the joint venture is today.
Wow, doubling the turnover in 4 to 5 years, that sounds interesting. Could you highlight, because from the press release I gathered that, essentially it is about energy efficient products and you'll be looking at the air conditioning space and solutions there. What's the aim with that market in terms, because there's a fair amount of competition, so what's the aim in that sort of market in terms of gaining market share and, garnering more sales?
So see, let me divide this business into 2 parts. We have a business of room air conditioners which forms almost like 70% of our business. Now, room air conditioners is essentially about 80% of the total market of air conditioning in India. We are at a clear number 3 position there. If we go up to a number 2 position there is no way it's stop us in this, in reaching out that doubling stage. Now, the most important thing which is here is where Johnson Controls comes into picture is that Johnson Controls is very known organization across the world on commercial products. Now, we will take their commercial products experience and bring it into India and expand our commercial AC sales from the position that we are, which is not very healthy, If you look at the portfolio of products that we deal in, we have a chiller, we have a VRF, we have ductables, we have cassettes as part of the commercial air conditioner, which cool down the building spaces of offices, hospitals, and what all, So there in the ductable space we are in a very good market share, but in VRF and chillers we need to improve. Similarly with cassettes. Now the products where we think our growths in the next few years will be an exponential level, and in the space of room air conditioners we will be moving up by 4 or 5% on our share basis. Even if we reach at a 16 or 17% market share in next few years, as I said, it is not going to be very difficult for us to achieve that. So by and large expansion will come from room ACs in organic way, and in the commercial air conditioning spaces, while it is going to be organic, but investments in channels, investments in marketing and promotions and products, that is going to help us in making us a more significant player in the commercial AC segment.
All right, Gurmeet, we leave it at that. Sounds interesting, exciting as well. So we wish you all the best with this joint venture and your plans for growth in the Indian market.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great. We wrap up the show on that note. We'll just highlight for the benefit of our viewers the tally on BNS and the stock gain. But for now, it's a wrap and closing trades in tomorrow's trades. More news and updates will continue on the channel.